one thread must be performed with great precision and caution, without any room for error. Because you do not want to know the price of such an error, or what forms it might take.
What questions could you have for me for Warhammer?
Places touched by chaos must be purged with fire and condemned to oblivion. Kiava Gamma should have been bombed to dust and pronounced a forbidden world. However, you decided otherwise and restored the colony's operation. And you didn't even go to the trouble of hiding the traces of the neglect committed by your dynasty. After all, it was House von Valancius that gave Cubus Delphim so much freedom that he sank into seditious heresy. What was your rationale?
My projector is a complex mechanism. I wasn't going to put its performance at risk because of some paranoid fears.
Your protectorate is a living body, and you have left in it a splinter that might eventually fester. Consider the scale of the amputations that could come of it. I hope you realize that we're talking about more than the fate of some colony. I care not for a single planet, however profitable and populous. But should corruption raise its head again on Kiava Gamma and try to spread, I will burn it away. And you will be guilty of criminal negligence.
Into very have shown enthusiasm referring to my habit.
Yes. The enmity between you is a known fact. But there is another way to look at it. On Veabos 6, you met the Archon of a mighty cabal, whose presence there seems strange to begin with, and lived. You subsequently encountered a number of her closest henchmen. Yet, again, you survived. Your capital fell victim to a nefarious attack, but even this time, their daggers missed your heart. Such remarkable luck. To be a personal enemy of such an influential xenos, to have been attacked so many times and yet make it out alive. So remarkable that one has to wonder, am I watching a spectacle? Could all these thrilling massacres be an alibi of sorts, meant to establish you once and for all as an enemy of the Xenos and never their ally or even their agent?
Xenos make more insane black than mine. Does it not?
So you already think you're cut from the same cloth as St. Drusus, do you? Ambitious? I'll make note of it.
How did you come to remark like that?
Are you surprised? You thought the Inquisition was unaware of the circumstances of your deeds. How often do you find yourself thinking that there are things we shouldn't know about your life? It is my job to know everything, and I do it very well. Keep that in mind.
How I answer questions?
Far from it, my dear. The questions are manifold. How did you manage to survive the battle that claimed the life of Theodora, who was so much more experienced and skilled than you? Is it a coincidence that you and you alone then made it out of the trap on Rykad Minoris? How much truth is there in the rumors being spread by the heretic Kunrad Voitvir about you? Why did you choose to ignore the warning of a member of the Inquisition that a protracted sojourn near the dying Rykad Minoris could bring corruption down upon your ship? Were you driven by your concern for the people or forbidden interest? Was it virtuous of you to allow the warp-stricken Voidsmen to join your crew? The ones who served on the ship that was turned into a trap for you by Kunrad Voitvir? Isn't it possible that they were part of the blight he had sown? The very existence of these questions would have made many of my colleagues doubt the quality of your character, but it won't in this case. The Inquisition, which I represent, is willing to show extraordinary faith in your person. For the sake of our invaluable partnership, I'm going to ignore any minor liberties that you, esteemed rogue trader, may have afforded yourself or may again in the future. I hope you appreciate the generosity of this offer, as your predecessor once did.
Theodora cooperated with you.
And benefited greatly from it. The world's power is not without limit, and neither is the protection it provides. All those mysterious expeditions, dubious experiments, collections of xenotech oddities are dangerous pastimes. It takes more than the Emperor's permission to pursue them without consequences. One must also make sure I am not displeased by it. Let me demonstrate how it works. In your retinue, there is a psyker who is yet to receive Terra's sanction, which, as we both know, is a grave threat and a blasphemy to the laws of the Imperium. I am aware of this secret, but I'm not displeased in the slightest. And so she lives on, your handy psyker, Idira Tlas.
You know that Theodora was concerned about the fate of the dynasty in certain restrictions. Perhaps attraction with her.
I cannot deny the possibility that Lady Theodora may have lamented losing some of the freedom she enjoyed prior to my arrival in the Expanse. Nor will I deny that our partnership began with me exerting a certain amount of influence. However, you are not Lady Theodora. Let us put the difficulties that encumbered our relationship to rest along with her. I do not recommend troubling yourself with affairs of the past, for they have no bearing on your present position. Theodora chose to forget about this particular matter. Follow her example, and your fate will be the better for it.
Why such an interest in my person?
You haven't been in a position of power for long, and so one can forgive you for not noticing the troubling changes. The cult of the Final Dawn is spreading in the Koronus Expanse. Not the first or the last heresy that has afflicted this sector, but one that is surprisingly resilient. Mysterious convoys are sliding by, bound for systems in the heathen stars. Just your humdrum pirate trade, wouldn't you say? Then why are the pirates themselves clueless? The xenos, who have caused trouble in the sector before, have expanded their activities in the last few decades, and there is a logic and method to their previously chaotic raids. Even 2 packs of space wolves, blessed space marines summoned in my name, did not cool their interest in the Expanse. A mighty explorator fleet, which has studied the Expanse for hundreds of years, has suddenly stopped responding to communication and sunk into a dispute over a tech heresy that was considered dead a couple of centuries ago. House Chorda has clamped down on insurgents, yet its acts of brutality breed troublemakers just as quickly as they're executed. And this bloody carousel has consumed the attention of the esteemed incendiar. Caligos Winterskill has abruptly lost all interest in his domain, and his only apparent concern now is hunting ever more dangerous xeno-beasts. And the third and final rogue trader has unexpectedly perished, stabbed in the back by her own master of whispers. The Expanse is swiftly losing its protectors right when communication with the Imperium is being disrupted by the raging warp. Basically, all the Expanse has left is me and you, if you follow my instructions.
Is Heinrich staying in my retinue, or are you taking him back?
Which would you prefer? And you, Heinrichs, do you wish to continue working at the Honorable Rogue Trader's side?
I will comply with any order, Lord Inquisitor. If you command me to remain in the company of the scion of the Von Valancius dynasty, I won't be distressed.
your opinion of Henry? A useful assistant have?
Without a doubt. Master Van Kellogg's has earned my complete trust by repeatedly demonstrating courage, loyalty, and cunning. His mathematical mind, not given to sentiment, can be of great use in an emergency. You, my dear Heinrichs, have made a far better agent than you would have a pilot of an Imperial knight.
I want Hendrix to continue to accompany me.
Then Master Van Kellogg's will remain in place. It puts me at ease to know that there is someone to watch over you.
I consider it an honor to accompany you.
What kind of a deal are we talking about?
I make no deals, and Emperor forbid that I give you orders. That would mean infringing on your privileges. I'm merely offering well-meaning recommendations and expecting that when the Expanse finds itself in danger, you will break away from your own affairs to heed them. I seem to remember that your exalted aristocrats presented you with many gifts. It would be rude of me not to follow suit. Please accept this gift as a sign of my favor. In an hour of need, give it to any faithful servant of the Emperor, and the Inquisition will come to your aid. The color indicates how close the bearer is to the Lord Inquisitor. Scarlet means that you have shed your blood for the good of the Imperium, and therefore, you deserve to have his servants shed their blood for you.
Yes, I bow my head respectfully. On behalf of my house... Sorry. On behalf of my house, I, Valgelson Wallace's hereby promised guaranteed to offer the Inquisition any assistance they require. The Emperor protects.
I am glad to hear it. Your oath has been heard and added to the record. Here is where we part. My shuttle is waiting. It is time for me to return to my watch, for you to sleep, and for your servant to wake up. Until next we meet.
Well, you will obviously want to discuss what just happened, but not now, I presume. Right now, it would be better for you to rest and think on the Lord Inquisitor's words in private. I bid you good night, rogue trader.
Okay, so now we are helping Inquisition too.
The rise of the rogue trader heir restored a tenuous equilibrium to the Fon Valancius Protectorate. For a time, threats subsided, activity returned to trade routes, and reclaimed worlds began to heal. The new Lord Captain's subjects praised the God Emperor and their leader wholeheartedly. For none knew what fate might await them.
Thank you for your report, High Factor. Appreciate it. Both by everyone here. The Adeptus Administrator, your lordship. We're almost done here. Just need to go over the final items of today's agenda. I'd like to report to you personally. Truly the God Emperor was blessed with big. Made to pass on gifts from your loyal subjects. The high nobility of Koronus goes without saying that every living soul in your product is blessed with fellowship faithfully or heartily. This humble gesture is meant as a token of David's appreciation. Magnum to our dynasty families. As Versailles made arrangements for the delivery of several tons of supplies to your future generals. I was also transferring a regiment of his finest into your personal charge. Each of these brave troopers gone rigorous with fair training to be humble to lay down your life for you. Okay? You get stuff. I got. Can I save? No. Lord Captain, news of particular import has come. In the House Intelligence Corps, Lord Inquisitor Canada is rumored to be planning to visit for the full number of Imperial legations commanded by Lord Carlos Gaza, also being scrambled to fulfill. Oh. Furthermore, we have received reports claiming that secret messages were delivered to the capital wards of Is it possible that Lord Inquisitor and its mother, the conflict is bringing upon between the two dynasties? We are seeing an increasing number of skirmishes between their ships in neutral systems. I do not doubt that their leadership shorter will attempt to sway the Lord Inquisitor to your side, especially since his lordship Winterscale luck seems to be running out. Riots have broken out several years, yet he has no intention of quelling them. Instead, traders inflicted brutal punishment upon one of his altered colonies via Secundus, based on allegations of suspicious sediment. Oddly enough, our agents were unable to find any proof of sedition among the populace, and as soon as we have any updates, you'll be there first. Lastly, repeat xenos is late. I believe he's in meeting with you. That does it to defile. The rock trader's paranoid with your profane presence. He refuses to leave until she has spoken to you. You never presume to be able to read the emotions of xenos, but they'll appear together. I believe she mentioned void ship and function. It may be best to talk you with him directly. And with that, please allow Master Danrock to take our leave. Perhaps lastly, quiz will set a welcome distraction. Indeed, your lordship's stay in Koronus has been rather long. Your lordship's stay in Koronus has been rather long. While your protectorate is now enjoying a period of relative stability, for the time being no longer demands personal involvement needs of a regulatory trader. And at last, I have left your neat cage. Many times have I sought to meet you, yet you want the one who is like the silver-haired child. Assassin was not filled with requisite childers, and take me to a place where the hearing eyes will not steal the intended for you. While you are mending the wounds of this world left by the twisted one's attack, I was able to discover, no, not Dark's fate, mere traces of as modern found such in the bows, the lily, forest who did my other kind, neither of you in the system knows as Atlas reach. Must take the journey there with ease, before the new dangers destroy the weakness. You can show me the way to the lost Kudara, whose fate remains shrouded in stars. Their knowledge is the sole thread that may lead me to Truthland. I ask that your metal wing get take me along that thread before it goes under the stain of time and circumstance. You able to contact the Saltari? No, I did not contact the Resurian. I have no means to do so, but I have enough time to explore the stone jungle of your world. You are preoccupied with your ritual matters. The path of the outcast has to observe and listen to the world around me. In this case, monks of one key at the pole, errant conversation, rumors, strange words, parts of spectral mosaic came together to form his image. My king were seeing the Atlas Reef. Now we will have to dispute at the web of connections, possibilities to uncover what is concealed from them being eye. Give coordination wherever you wish to. You will. Thank you, Antai. If this path indeed takes me to the truth, will be devoted to you. What are happening between our tides? Save here. We'll continue next time. I have to speak to him. Okay, let's do it now. Okay. Okay. do. I mean, their concepts are absolutely the same. Can you agree? Incidentally, we've been dealing with the aftermath of the invasion for 3 cycles now. And far be from anything, but the ceremony has long since passed. Will my sharing perhaps find time to visit the strong pounds with me? And where that we shall sail on another. Yeah, that's what I was going to do with him. You're right. No more delays to the Master of Steels. Excellent. Shall we proceed with the shot? I'll be right behind you. Yeah, we had a short double frames.
Rise to the top, or get left in the dust.
Let us see. The Temple of Law, Horticulture Analysis. You have returned with all the necessary. No official trade must take me to the certification. Yes, sir. Yes, your lordship. For the law dictates. The document is hereby certified. Return to the Master of Service in order to proceed. And may his light and wisdom guide you next. Temple of North Christian Bayers. Have you returned with the necessary? Here is all the schedules placed by the certification office. Wonderful. The Emperor blessed you with the patience greater than appointed me to verify the authenticity of your documents for final time. Yes, confirm everything. Ah, this one, it is much lightly. What is Scorpion's control my what? I suppose I can overlook it even given that the rest has been certified correct and properly. Congratulations, Jay. You now hold to Mercadium title officially. Do not forget to repeat the certification process every 100 Terran years. Uphold the law of the Imperium proudly and honorably in the worlds of Koronus Expanse. And one more thing. Loss of the certificate is a grievous transaction, Mr. Haidari. Lose the original domain, you will be unable to regain your status as an official trade respondent, not even with the royal trader's endorsement. Yes, esteemed Damar. Give me the certificate, come on. There is the exaltation on me for all of this treasure. This is something to tell my grandchildren how humble mortal became representative of the Imperium. Let's not bother the man no longer, shall we? Okay. let's go to Hub and save. We close. Stop here, let's save. Just see what we have to go next time. Okay. So next time. Sorry. Next time we're going there. Have to go here and do the road. Next time. So, thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. Until next time. Have a nice rest of the day, night. Until next time, see you.